lovelies, welcome to MoonChild Serendipity Tarot. So today's Namjoon's birthday, which is not actually in my time zone, but it is in Korea. So we have the usual birthday blessing readings for him. So there's something I want to say with this reading, because before every reading I have like the ritual where I would try to like reach out and see if I could like tap into their energetic field if I can, and today it was like almost impossible to reach Namjoon. So I guess so I have the feeling that this is gonna be like some of those really shallow readings that I cannot progress further. So like I don't have the permission to go further with this reading. So I guess it's just a warning. It's not gonna be like too much in depth or details. Well, my readings on BTS are never too much like detailed or in depth, but I feel like this one's gonna be one of the shallower one. But also, I kind of feel glad because I feel like Namjoon has learned to protect himself energetically, so his portal is not opened for anyone to tap in. It wasn't like that before, but now it feels like it's more protected, or it's more guarded. So it, to me, is a good thing. So I guess we still get to know, like with this reading, we still kind of be able to skim the surface to see the main themes of what's going on, what blessings are coming for him in the next energetic cycle, and I guess I'm happy with it, and I think that's what we have to learn to settle with, like, because we're doing readings, like I'm doing readings without their consent. So I'm happy with whatever it is that I'm given and whatever it is that I'm allowed to see and to share. So yeah, today we will have I will shuffle the card. We can shuffle this deck together at last, and so with these tarot cards right here, we will see the blessings are coming for Namjoon in terms of self-development in the next 12 months. These cards gonna give us the hint on like how his career, what blessings are coming to him in terms of career, and these cards are blessings are coming in terms of relationship and connections with other people. Then we have a few oracle cards here. This one we can shuffle later on for any last messages. So yeah, let's start with the self-development area. Let's see how do I want to organize this. Okay, let's see. So we have the Sun in reverse, and then we have the Magician in the upright position, and then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what I see with the Sun in reverse is that, and remember we're talking about self-development, so I think with this, it's not a bad or unfavorable position at all. I feel like with this card, in the next energetic cycle, Namjoon will learn to look inside of himself and use the sunlight to shine within himself. And I feel like the sunlight is the love, the support, the positivity that he received from fans, or from the work that he does. It's like taking the light from the outer world and shine within himself, so that he sees himself in a better light, so that he recognizes himself for what he deserves, and so that he warm his soul up from inside. Because I feel like Namjoon is still somehow struggling with truly understanding himself and truly like make peace with himself. I guess he will never kind of make peace with himself because that's just the way he is. But I feel like the blessing that coming with this, the Sun in Reverse card, is in the next energetic cycle, Namjoon will learn how to honor himself better, and like how to honor himself for himself, like the way he talks to himself and the way he gives credits to himself just within him is gonna change. Yeah, and then the Magician. The Magician is just like a very, very powerful card, and in this deck is like, oh, see, there's two snakes here. So to me, it represents two sides of Namjoon, or like two persona, or two how do you say it? Like two sides of him. Is the one that he shows to other people, and is the one that he has to face himself when he looks inside of him, like when he shines a light within him. But the Magician is like, this is the indicator of Namjoon like weaving these two personas together, like joining them or making them into one, because the Magician is like the alchemist. They turn one thing to another. So I guess this is the work that Namjoon has to do within himself, like melting his different personas together, and to become a better version of himself, to become whole, to become a more whole version of himself. Of course, there will still be like differences and separations of the two persona, but he will learn how to work around them better, how to honor both sides better, and how to utilize what each persona provides him better, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then with the Two of Cups, I think there might be a possibility that like a really, really dear connection, possibly romantic, of Namjoon is gonna go a little stale, or I don't know. It feels like there will be distance that interrupted, like not physical maybe not physical distance, but like there's some kind of sense of distance in between him and someone he holds very dearly, because you see there's like something separating these two penguins. It's not like they completely broken the bond or something, but because of this separation, or because of this distance, this wall in between them, Namjoon will actually learned how to be with himself, like how to be comfortable with himself when he's alone. Because I was just listening to Mono, and which song is that? This a line in one song that's stuck in my head. It's like, I feel so lonely when I'm with me, and I think that is what this card is talking about. Like in the next energetic cycle, Namjoon will, with all of this, Namjoon will learn how to be not lonely when he's just with himself. Like he will learn how to be more comfortable with himself, learn how to accompany himself. I think that's what it is. So whatever this distance or separations or disruption in a connection, in a dear connection to Namjoon, is actually not something bad. It happens because he needs to learn how to be with himself, how to be comfortable with himself. Because a lot of the time we humans seek comfort from other people, and and then if that person or if those people are not there, we don't know what to do with ourselves. And I think that's sad, because it's important that we learn that we know we can be comfortable with ourselves, and then when we're comfortable with ourselves, then we become a better companion to other people, and like we will enjoy other people's companionship much better when we know that we can be okay being by ourselves. Okay, that's enough a little rambling. So we will have a look at what blessings are coming to Namjoon in terms of career in this next energetic cycle. Ooh, so we have 6 of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is like the mentor, or yeah, it's like a mentor. So he could be a mentor to someone, or he could receive a mentor. Like he could have a mentor, like a really, really good one, and the one that he could just come and ask for advice anytime, and they will provide. There's a sense of protection as well. Yeah, it feels like Namjoon's gonna get a mentor, or like huge inspiration from someone that he respects a lot, and someone that has very well established foundations in the area that Namjoon wants to venture in. Now I have Judgment. I think this card is like super cool. I feel like this is talking about Namjoon like breaking free from the judgmental how to say, mind space. So I feel like this is, I think the judgmental mindset is not necessarily from outside of him. It feels like it's from inside of him. It's like a moment of epiphany within himself, and that will be reflected, and all that will translate into his career as well. Or it could be just like everything that Namjoon has done until this point is finally gonna get fairly judged. Like the judgmental mindset that has blocked Namjoon in his career somehow will get removed, or he doesn't care about that anymore, and then he will advance from just because he could let those things fall behind him. Like he doesn't let it touch him anymore, so because of that he will be able to advance like a lot further in his career. I feel like there's a sense of like attaining peace of mind, because he doesn't care about these people anymore, like the people who are trying to drag him down, or like trying to stop him, trying to like topple him. They are vibrating at a lower vibration compared to Namjoon, so they can't reach him, and he'll be just like, you too low for me, like I don't care about you anymore, I'm just gonna do it my way, I'm just gonna go on my way, and you just have to like watch me fly, kind of. And then we have the star. This is also really, really nice, because it's like a wish coming true. I feel like Namjoon's gonna also gives me a sense of peace. And it also feels like, I suddenly got a message like Namjoon will have this kind of ability to see what is gonna play out. I don't know what's gonna catch on. Just like this lady, when she like looks into the water, I feel like she could see the future. So suddenly I got this message like Namjoon's gonna have this ability of seeing the future. I don't know, but it could be like he could see which songs or which album or which topic, or I don't know, he could see those, what is gonna be big, like, or he could see the impacts of certain things, so that he would choose those things over others, and make it really big. And this is also like a wish coming true. So I think whatever it is that Namjoon is planning for his career is gonna catch on, or it's gonna like blow up, and it's gonna go according to what he wants, or it's gonna be even better. And he will ride through that like peacefully, because he knows it's coming. Going back to this, now I feel like this is Namjoon giving like advices and mentorship to other people, or like helping people that doesn't have the mean, or like doesn't have the needs that he had. Like he understands people who comes from disadvantages, and he wants to give them the help or the support that he didn't get when he was in their position. And that plays an important part in his career development as well. So career for Namjoon in the next 12 months looks really bright to me. Like, it looks seamless. It looks like it's a smooth ride, I would say. So we're gonna look at relationship to see what's coming, kind of blessings coming from Namjoon in relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, it's just connection, relationship with other people in his life. We have Two of Swords. Again, this is the sense of unbother, like not caring. So I guess it also talks about this Judgment card and Two of Cups. He doesn't beat himself up for losing people in his life anymore, and deep down he knows what he needs to do, or who he wants to keep with himself. Like, he doesn't have to put everything on a scale anymore. He just knows within his heart that this is what needs to be and what needs to happen, and then this is what he needs to do. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I hope that makes sense. Now we have Three of Swords. So yeah, Three of Swords, like, traditionally it talks about separation, it talks about breakup, it talks about like the falling out of a connection. It talks about like heartbreak and betrayal, backstabbing, things like that. But with this card, because we have please hold on to this hand, let's hold on to this hand here. So I feel like whatever happens, Namjoon always have people around him that truly loves him and support him and always be there for him. So he always has a hand to hold on to keep him angled, and to comfort him. So that's, yeah. Oh, and then we have the Lovers. See, what did I say? But what I love about this deck, the Lovers, is the representation of BTS and armies. So I get these hands are also like BTS's hands, of course. So whatever happened in the outer world, or like from like connections that is outside of BTS or outside of like fan and idols interactions, whatever storm's going on out there, Namjoon can just come home to fans and to BTS, and that's his source of comfort. His home. There's always a hand for him to hold on to. And then we have this Page of Wands, which is really, really cute. And the things, when I see Taehyung here, I was like, okay, this is cute, because Taehyung also has such a unique view on life in general. So I feel like, because we have Page of Wands, so I feel like with Namjoon, his view on relationships and connections is gonna change significantly in the next 12 months as well, because of all the lesson that he will learn. But also I feel like he will not put too much weight on maintaining relationship, and like, because I have this feeling like Namjoon is a perfectionist, so he wants his every connection that he has in his life to be perfect as well. But that's not possible most of the time, however smart or intellectual smart, emotionally smart he is. Sometimes we just gotta go with the flow, and sometimes you gotta understand that some connections not gonna last forever. But yeah, I think with this Page of Wands is actually a really nice card to close this, because it's like his view on relationship and connection changes, which will place him in a better position when it comes to relationship. Like, he will have like a more open mind, and more of open heart to welcome in new connections, and like I feel like he will get more curious about new connections. That's what I get. So yeah, that is everything about the tarot cards. So we will have to look at the oracle cards to see if there is any like additional messages. So don't let your past hold you back. Doesn't this talks about like all this, the Judgment card, the falling out of our connections? It just reminds him that it happens because it needs to happen, and then there's nothing he could do about those things. So it's better to just like learn the lesson and move on from it, rather than dwelling into it and like staying stuck in the past, or stuck in this broken born. I still don't think like his most important connection is gonna break or anything. Maybe it's just like a connection that has been there for a long time, and then it turns out that it's not what it is, and then it comes with like disappointment and stuff. But I don't think like the core connection or his close connection is gonna break or anything. Then we have your hard work is paying off. Definitely. You can see that. We have the Magician as well. So I guess this is like hard work in terms of career, and also in terms of like personal development. Yeah. And then we have, the answers you need are coming. I guess this talks about the Star and the Judgment as well. Yeah, so I think this talks about like the Star card. He's having a lot of things in plan in terms of his career, and then soon he will see the impact of it, or the desired outcome, the results that he's wishing for. But I also think this could pertain to the relationship that we were talking about as well. Yeah, I'm not sure how it's related to that, but that's what I'm getting. I don't know. There's like let's have a look at this card here. We have Keepers of the Earth. You're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. This is also like he's not alone. You know, we see this full moon Gemini. There's two. There's a lot of people here. The Lovers. There's a lot of people here. He's not alone in whatever it is that he's going through. The personal development, the like shining light inside of him, within himself, the achievement, like every step of the way he's blessed, and he has people around him, and he also has like his spiritual team with him as well. And this is funny that these cards came out, because when I was kind of like preparing to do this reading, I felt like Namjoon's energy is very earthy, like he's from earth, he's represented the earth. So it's funny, so it's I think this card came out, and then we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? I think this has something to do with like this judgment, and also the sun's in reverse. Like I feel like his soul is screaming at him for looking at it, like for looking at himself, from a spiritual level, like to truly recognize, like to truly recognize and honor and embraces all the perfections and imperfections within himself. And I feel like somehow Namjoon hasn't really done that. So within the next 12 months, like all of this kind of happens, and then he will have to learn, like he will have to like truly face himself at a like really deep level, and it has to happen for him to be whole, to advance to a better version of himself. Okay, so if I look at this card, we have love is all around. This is so cool. It's like, isn't this the Lover's card? And it's also like, take this hand right here. I think this is just a reminder to him, and also like he's not alone. But the Nightingale spirit is also a spirit that has like such a beautiful voice and such a expressive voice. So I feel like love is all around. It's not just, how do I say this? The love that is surrounding Namjoon is the echo of his soul and of his love. Like he has so much love that he gives out to other people, and that echoes back at him. And that, like, it formed like a protective shield around him, kind of, but it also needs to penetrate within himself. Like he gives love to other people, but he doesn't have the same amount of love to himself. So I think that's just one of like the core. Like he needs to let this love that is echoing from him and to him to seep inside himself and to heal himself without love. And it's fun. And it's not that I look at Jin. Jin is the person, like the best person that I've ever known, who is so capable of embracing himself with love and respect and all of that. So I guess Jin will probably be one of the person that would teach Namjoon, and Taeyong as well, like how to love himself, or like how to let this echoing love to seep inside and heal Namjoon from inside. And then we have Otter Spirit. You are never alone. See? I mean, what else can I say? Oh, look, these otters are forming a heart. We have how many messages? You're not alone. You're not alone. So I guess this is all like, it's all about love as well. But it's also about like being one within yourself, giving yourself the love. Even when you're alone, you're not alone because you are with your soul. That's what I'm hearing. Right. Okay, I think that's all the messages that we get. Let's see if there is any other additional messages for Namjoon. Blessings are coming for him in the next energetic cycle. Thing is, communication. This is cool. It's also number 2. We're having so many number 2 here. And when I see P, I hear like 2 P's in a pot. So like, again, it's the message like he's not alone. And I guess this communication pertains to how he talks to people, and also about this Sun in reverse, how he talks to himself. So I guess like Namjoon has always been regarded to like the master of communication, the sorcerer of words and stuff. But I think it's more now, within the next 12 months, what will be brought into his attention is that the way he communicates with himself also matters a lot. So yeah, that's what it is about communication. I think that's all the messages that I have for Namjoon. In terms of like blessings are coming on his birthday for the next energetic cycle. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Please stay safe and stay positive wherever you are. I think things are gonna slowly getting better for all of us, but still please be cautious and be, how do you say it, like just take care of yourself, and take care of the way you interact with other people, whether online, offline, in person. Yeah, I don't know why I have the urge to say that, but yeah, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next reading.